Hello, welcome to Mysteries of Athas, session 24. This is Dark Sun, 2nd edition AD&D actual play. That is, I think, Andrew eating his equipment.
More or less.
And, yeah. And we may have Alex shortly, but yeah, we are continuing and coming to potentially, because it depends what happens next, potentially the end game of this purging of the giant insects from the silver mine outside the great city of Balic. The silver mine, which is the basis of the wealth of this city in this in Dark World. The party has salvaged ruins and found secret valleys and arrested smugglers because they like obeying the law, and now they are bug hunting. Does someone who was here last time, I guess, Andrew, Beej, Norman, want to sum up what happened? A quick summary of what happened last time.
Killed bugs.
Anyone remember? Killed bugs, yeah.
Killed bugs. Got killed. Yeah. We re-entered the mines and started essentially circling back to the egg chamber to try and empty that before we then pushed onto the queen Antloid? I forget what we called them. Queen bug.
Antloid.
Antloid was right, okay. And yes, we had a few losses in the egg chamber, including my elven gladiator, Mutaman, who was squished by several large bugs. We also lost a lot of ablative NPCs, but, you know, these things happen.
It's a shame. You paid them up front so their families get the money. You know, that's the way to think about it. You were good employers for the brief time that you employed.
Oh no, the shield bearers are just working for exposure.
Yeah.
And exposure is what we gave them.
Everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame in Athas. It's just sometimes being on stream and dying they're famous for.
Yeah, after that we essentially started to push on the Great Chamber, where the Queen is, and I think we left it after like one round of combat there, maybe.
No, you'd snuck. Nasir snuck, didn't you?
That's right. Yes. This is why we shouldn't trust me to do the recaps. I don't actually know what happened.
Have we tried using fire yet? Did we do our sort of barricade with fire?
I think that's probably the plan now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Just, I don't know, poke a bunch of holes in some of the barrels and start rolling them down the corridors. I don't know what the most efficient way to spread pitch or whatever is.
It's oil.
Oil.
It'll be a mixture of olive oil and other kinds of oil, like the classic ancient. So yeah, it's kind of light oil, lamp oil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah, you didn't think you'd been detected. Nasir, I think, had like his lantern just on the floor by his feet, half hidden or something, just kind of giving him enough light to see in. And he's mostly picking out shapes. He doesn't have dark vision, so he's mostly picking out kind of the large shapes of stuff down on the sandy bowl of this great chamber.
yeah.
So yeah, let's check. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I mean, does anyone have a good plan for how we apply the oil?
I mean, I did quite like your idea of, if they are barrels, if we could punch a hole in, you know, say the bottom circle of one of the barrels, like at the edge, and then roll it down, then we could light the edge of the oil potentially and make it catch. I assume it's pretty flammable if it's lamp oil. I don't think it's going to go up like petrol, but it might be enough that, you know, it'll ignite the oil coming out of the barrel and just sort of build us a flame wall.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll want to start attacking these things at range, because as I remember, they don't have very good range, so I'm hoping it will force them to come at the fire, or it will keep them at a distance where we can just keep slinging things at them.
Yeah.
Based on how these tunnels laid out, though, I would recommend that we have a decent rear guard at the bottom left entrance to this food chamber as well, because they might try and circle.
Yeah, fair enough. I think...
Yeah, the oil was in barrels, as in I think you weren't like, can we have 100 flasks? I think it was more like, can we have several large jugs or barrels?
Yeah, so we could roll, punch the holes, roll a couple down there, hopefully leaving a thin trail of oil that we can then light. But otherwise, somebody get ready to just chuck a torch into what should now be a big old puddle of oil with some barrels.
Yeah.
And then we can just start firing arrows over the flames at the Antloids and guard our rear in the meantime.
Have you been watching Gladiator or something recently?
I actually I don't remember that being from the film, but I feel like that's such a classic action trope. I think the particular thing I was thinking of was Muppet Treasure Island, when he's running around with a barrel of gunpowder and then he lights it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, they're basically the same film.
Yeah.
That's where I get all my tactics from, Muppet movies.
Yeah.
Well, especially in his historical Roman game.
And if you want to get to Jim, you'll have to negotiate strenuously.
Yeah. It's a decent adaptation. It's not as good as Christmas Carol. Like, Tim Curry is fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would say the opposite. The songs in
Michael Caine plays so straight. Plays it so straight.
Actually, Michael Caine is great, but the songs in Treasure Island are way better.
Yeah. No, I do like the ones that I like the music in both. Cool. So, how are you splitting your forces? I mean, Nasir can just come back. Nasir can come back and report, but obviously, yeah.
I mean, realistically, I'm probably better on. Like, I'm a lot better on melee duty than I am ranged. I have a sling, if needed, but
if maybe it makes sense for you to be like, if we have maybe you and one of the sturdy lads, and then a couple of shield bearers at the front, just behind the fire, ready to take anything that kind of jumps through and hold them in the fire, that would be great.
Yeah.
And then any other melee, I think we get them.
All of the melee deaths.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone else just get ready to fire whatever range you have, and then maybe if we have a couple of our other sturdy lads / shield bearers at the entrance to that south tunnel, it's possible they'll do a full circuit on us, but I'm hoping that if we have somebody keeping watch on that tunnel, we'll have time to reposition if that happens.
Well, the last you heard, that you obviously haven't checked them again, your remaining reserves, which is only 3 guys, but I guess you can hear their screams if needed. Your remaining 3 guys are in that tunnel there.
Okay,
so I
cool.
guess. Yeah, plus your porters. In terms of the oil, I mean, I guess probably you can spend a couple of cents checking on them and getting the oil, so that's fine. Let's just check. You have checked these rooms. No, there's nothing has infiltrated those rooms. So you can go and collect the oil and get the porters to carry it forward to you. How are you going to deliver it? I guess.
Does the tunnel happen to slope downhill into the Great Chamber?
At the end, so here, because it goes down into the bowl, like it's fairly even otherwise. But I mean, I guess you can push them. It just depends how you're, essentially how you're getting them in there, how you're lighting them, because that seems to be the first step in your plan.
Can we soak a rope in oil? Actually, I think that'll be a more effective fuse than maybe just rolling it and hoping that a slick of oil.
That's a decent idea. I do have a rope. I don't know how flammable hemp is, but yeah.
Hemp should be flammable enough if we soak it in
oil.
oil. Okay, so let's tap one of the barrels in its top, get our length of rope, dangle the rope into the oil to soak it, pull it back out, and then we'll roll the barrels to the entrance of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And put the rope in, and then tip the barrel so that hole we've made is pouring oil out onto the floor where the barrel is. And ideally do the same thing with another barrel. And then run the rope back from there to, I don't know, maybe...
We should wrap the rope around the barrel so while it rolls, it unrolls the rope.
That would be... that's a great idea.
There probably is some rope on some of the NPCs, the soldiers, but not actually loads. But do people have rope?
I definitely have rope.
Yeah, Asher said he had rope, yeah.
Great.
So bystander, that'd be 50 feet or something. I suggest we retreat at least 25 feet if we're going to blow up a barrel of oil.
Several barrels, probably. Yes.
Yeah.
I second that plan.
Great. Pardon me.
I actually think we should go the full 50 feet thinking about it, and then when it blows up, we can sort of start moving forward.
So are a couple of people going to roll forward the barrels, basically, and then get them into position, come back, and then light the ropes that are next to them?
Well, I think was that you who suggested that, Norman? If we tie it around the barrel in a single knot and then loop it round it a few times, then we can just roll the barrels. It will hit the end of the rope, which we can be holding, and we can stay at the back when that happens. The rope that we've already oiled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thinking if there'd be any likely complications for that. The floor is fairly even. I guess you'd need to push it a bit because, as I say, it doesn't get whatever.
Yeah.
What is the 50 feet you're measuring from? E.g., what I mean is, are you measuring from the very mouth of the tunnel? Are you measuring from slightly back of the tunnel? Or are you measuring from slightly forward, like onto the floor of the bowl?
I would say just into the Great Chamber. Does that seem reasonable to everyone?
So
say here.
Is that where we're putting the barrels to, or where we are?
Where the barrels are going.
Okay. So we put the barrels just inside the Great Chamber, and we are 30 to 50 feet behind it.
Yeah, the hope being that we can then get close enough that we can start slinging projectiles to bait them toward us. And also, you mentioned that this Great Chamber is kind of a bowl. If we've got a flowing, flaming liquid, if it's going to flow anywhere, it'll be toward them, and so it'll make it harder for them to just flee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess if it's just inside the bowl, then you'll also have at least like two people it can move up to inside the bowl as well. I mean, you get
exactly.
Close off the top behind flame. That's fine. I both ways have military advantage, so I'm not telling you should do one rather than the other.
Yeah, I think we want to leave enough of a gap that if someone needed to, they could quickly skirt the fire to get into the Great Chamber, but it would be hard for something as big as the Antloids to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. How well we can calculate that remains to be seen, but that's the plan, I think.
I will just make sure I have the right monstrous compendium next to me. 1 second, and then I guess we'll go. As in that sounds like a workable plan. I will. I won't move anyone into more position just yet because hypothetically, because I'll do a reaction check for the androids. But yeah, I assume that sounds a workable plan because you're not going on it's not a rough slope. You can push it a bit of the way. It'll then roll. It'll then come down the bowl. And then you'll light these things. So yeah, and I guess they'll light within a couple of minutes at most. So cool. 1 second. Okay. So, let's check. Yeah, the Antloids do not notice initially the barrel coming just to the edge. At least initially, because this is, I'm now essentially in initiative. You've done something on initiative, they have not noticed. You've got surprise. They're going to light it. Going to take a round to get to the oil and a round for the oil to light. So I imagine you're going to be moving forward during the round it's lighting, essentially.
Maybe a little bit, but I think just in case that oil goes up with more of a bang than we expect, I don't think we want to be in blast radius.
All the way forward.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it is. I mean, there's enough of it that it could cause, I guess, an explosion. It's not a heavily explosive thing. It's much like it could get very hot, but a very big fire rather than an explosive.
Chip pan fire.
Yeah, exactly. That could still hurt. I'm just saying it's not like it's not TNT. Otherwise, that seems like its own solution to the problem. Can we throw TNT into the ravine?
I lights the dynamite and I throws it.
Okay. So as you're lighting it and beginning to slowly move down, a couple of soldiers. There are some workers as well who I can put out. But obviously some of them are in nooks and crannies. Some are resting. So as they will come over, and then Beej, do you want to roll a D10 initiative for this movement?
I wanted to while this is happening.
Nuna, go for it. You can take it.
Yeah, Nuna's going to do a round of prep for adrenaline control and roll. I forget what it's called, but the check.
The proficiency check. Yeah. That is not gonna.
I wanted lower, didn't I?
Yeah, low is good.
That I did badly. Well, okay, never mind.
Okay, right. So in that case, they will. I will start moving you forward. I will give up that. Let's get rid of that there. And sort out the other guys for a second. I guess. Yeah. And I guess some battles going as well. And I guess Jaitamar will come with you as well. And then these guys will be there, like the remaining Link Boys for light, so, 2 shield bearers, 2 heavy guys. And then where do you want the second bowman? Do you want the second bowman with you or with the rear guard?
I think with us, the rear guard can shout to us and then we can pivot if we need to.
Great. Okay, they will, because of Tom's declaration, that you will not be right on top of it as it right behind it as it lights you. And this is not quite representative of the map as the round starts. The Antloids will now be have discovered and now investigating the barrels, and I guess the 2 barrels. They will start smashing the barrels, I think, and then be backing off because they smell bad, and certainly will do a significant amount of damage to one of them. Yeah, so one of them is smashed, and it will spread a bit further. Soldier 1. Then the flame will come up. Soldier 1 will take 3d4 damage, and I will give Soldier 2 a save, and he'll just get out. He's not quite in the way. 5. He does not actually have 100 hit points. He's saving his hit points so that I know what damage it is once I've checked what hit points are. Okay, let's get some battle music done. Head going.
Oh yeah.
Were there any other pre-battle things you definitely would have done? Like, I don't know what spells we have memorized.
Who's going to be on the front line? I might give them an aid.
Yes, please.
Unu and Gola. So Unu's player is here. Gola's player is on a train.
Wait, Unu not instead of Asher?
Yes.
I will
Yeah.
give
Ashley,
Unu.
Ashley's Trengle.
I will cast aid on
Ashley's
Unu
fine.
then.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to take a bite break.
Okay.
Cool. So in that case, yeah, aid is on you, and Nuna. Nuna has failed to cast, but she can obviously attempt again. New round declare. You are, I guess, people are moving forward. You can just spread into the room. So, yeah, let's declare some actions.
Speed 6 sling for Nuna.
Yep. Nuna slings. Faldo, I think, has a sling as well, possibly. And you guys can definitely see there's now a lot of flame that's just licked up around that area from the 2 barrels that you've blown up.
Yeah.
Adriad does have spells. Could someone, if Jay's made it accessible, could someone, Andrew, could you go and check for Adriad's sheet to see what he has memorized? He has said what he had memorized somewhere as well, but I don't know what. He doesn't have any of his magic missiles left.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the. Here we go.
Yeah. Fun.
Okay, you don't know the text files are downloading. Where's he got? Which one's even memo? He's got learned spells written down. I don't know if that's.
That'd be probably memorized, won't it? Yeah.
Right. What he has written down for. Adriad's a human mage. Yeah, learned. But I don't know what he's got. Level 1 slot 3 magic missile, charm person, detect magic. Level 2 slot 2 blindness, rave, enfeeblement. I found them.
Okay, so he has those 2. He doesn't have any first levels left. I think to
Okay.
the way that stuff happens. He might have detect magic. But yeah, so he can do a rave, enfeeblement or a blindness, I guess. Party wants him to. Only Unu, what are you doing?
I'm recovering my mic after my cat destroyed it. But
Okay.
in the game, I am slinging the medium one to the south.
Yep, that one.
That's a wall of fire there, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll probably stick with slings for now as well, just rather than try and run through the fire.
Yeah.
Yep, concentrate on the same target.
We'll go charge to 4. Adriad and Nasir. Was there anything you wanted from Adriad and Nasir?
If they've got any range, I guess just to use that. I'm not sure what there.
I mean, if we're expecting the combat to go on for long enough, would it be worth Nasir starting to quote-unquote charge and inspiration?
Could be.
Just start chanting at you. Does that have to be? I mean, I don't know if that it has to be that he spends a certain time doing it, but I don't know if it.
3 rounds to. It's 3 rounds to start up basically, and then it lasts the bard level round, so 3 again.
Before the battle begins.
Oh, you have to start before the battle. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm happy to say that because Alex wasn't here, and that is Alex's fault, not the party's. He can have done the chance. You can have 3 rounds from this round. This is round 1 of having +1.
Okay.
So.
Wait, what? Did he have ranged weapons? I forget what he has.
He has knives, I think. It's like knife 2-4 or something.
Okay.
And I don't know if Adriad doesn't have range. He has. I don't know how many daggers he has. Adriad has daggers, so he can throw a dagger, I guess. But I don't know.
There we go. I got a link to Alex's now. Nasir has a sling.
He has a sling. Okay, that's better.
He does have a dagger as well, but he probably doesn't want to throw that away. But the other has the one.
What does Adriad have? Andrew, he's already had him up.
Adriad, I don't think he has any ranged weapons at all, really. I don't know if he has any weapons.
I think he's proficient in dagger. So,
proficient, but I don't.
Does he? Is he not carrying one? That's fine.
I'm
You
just
may be
scrolling
proficient,
through
but
now.
that's academic.
Inventory. He does have a wooden dagger.
Okay, so probably not going to worry about
I
that.
don't
then.
think that's the best idea to throw that.
Sounds like a
He
good way
does
to lose a
have-
dagger, throwing a wooden dagger into
I mean,
a fire.
I mean, it's 1d4 minus 2 damage, so I don't really know if using it is a good idea. But
He
you know,
could.
it's there.
He could drop a ray of enfeeblement on a soldier, or he could cast blindness.
I mean,
Which
I'm still worried about what kind of threat level the Queen is. So I don't know if we want to keep anything in what we want to keep in reserve for that. Because, like, a Queen Antloid could be very scary, or it could be very nothing, depending on how mobile/angry they are. Because I don't know is the answer to that one. I'm just talking to myself still.
yeah.
I don't know. Does someone else make a decision? Someone else decide on spells. I'm overthinking things.
I think we should save it for the queen.
Yeah, I think save
another
it. I
worker.
think save it. I think we've got the
Okay.
situation under control for now.
He can. He also has cell adjustment, which he can use to heal people. Goes in a 0. So I
does
guess
claim
he
that.
will. He does claim that he's never succeeded at it, even though it's like I think he has like a 12 or 13 as well, which is the worst thing about it.
Yeah.
The shield bearers will just hold their shields up. Faldo, I'm assuming you're doing a sling, because I think you have a sling. So, yeah. Okay. Tom, do you want to roll initiative for your side?
Yep. Oh, how you like that?
That is the
Yeah.
time to get it as well. These guys are also going at 11 because they're natural. They're large. They're natural 6. Okay, so first I guess I'll roll Goes Chachka. He'll fire at Soldier 2. He will miss. Yeah, the fire is wide enough that you don't need to be in base to base contact. Remember, a square is 10 feet, so you can stand back from the fire basically. Okay. Next it is all of the slingers. Nasir, Faldo, Nuna, and Unu. Now that will hit AC 2,
Point of damage.
which will hit. I think it's like it'll be D6 damage, won't it? D4 is
No,
it
because
D4?
I'm using stones, not bullets.
Yeah,
I
one.
can't
Is
can't
that?
afford.
I can't afford it. Metal bullets. That does seem like very wasteful in the context, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if I know how the bot works. 16 minus 1d20. I don't know how the bot works. Wonderful.
/R.
/R. Okay. Let's.
That's gonna
Oh,
hit.
I hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit AC -1. That is. I just need to double check what kind of modifier I've got on. Just a +1. Okay, so that's 1d4 +1 plus another one is 1d4 +2. But the bullets are already like 1d4 +1, I think.
They are. Yeah.
And once again, I forgot the /R. This is why there's just so many different.
Beej was playing in a game we played last night, a playtest of a high-level module for No Art Punk 3, where a player hit AC -9, then rolled 2d12 plus 4 and did 7 damage. Which
Wow.
he was quite disappointed by.
This is,
Andrew, was that Soldier 1 or Soldier 2?
it was Soldier Bottom. I guess that's Soldier 2.
Soldier 1 is Soldier Bottom, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's on 10 damage. Who else? Nuna has fired, Unu has fired, Faldo, and Nasir.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nuna.
Beej, you didn't declare an action, so I assume you're fine for now. Nasir will do an extra 1 damage.
So Fakko.
I'll shoot.
Yep. Well, go for it if you have a missile.
Lucia's Fakko is 19, so that's 18. Okay. Who's rolling for Lucia?
I rolled for
As well.
Nasia.
You
I
rolled
rolled
for
for
Lucia, okay.
Tom, do you want to roll for Faldo? AC 13 does not hit.
What am I rolling for? Sorry.
Are you slinging? Does Faldo have a sling?
Oh, wait, is this the round subsequent to me casting aid?
Yeah, you've already cast aid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, then sure.
Yeah. Did you apply your aid bonuses, Andrew? By the way, on Unu.
And that's a bad miss. I actually
What's one
was going to
saving
throw a
throw?
javelin, so I guess I'm down a
Yeah.
javelin.
Oh,
I forgot to apply
Yeah.
the bonus to attack, not that it made a difference. I haven't applied bonus hit points yet.
well, you sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay. In that case, I'm trying to think. You've got two bowmen. I guess one of them can swap with Adriad because Adriad isn't attacking, so one bowman can fire, I guess. And he will get one shot. And that is going to bounce off one of their shells, because that will be like AC 6 or 7. Okay, so on their turn, what we will do is... Where is the... I want more Antloids. So I want to... there we go. Yeah, you see... coming from the back of the room, advancing around the queen and kind of they seem to kind of click at her as they go. There are a couple of the grey ones of which you've met one before.
Oh, those ones. Those had like a weird, some sort of aura damage effect. I don't know if it was psionic or poison or whatever, but we probably want to not let that happen.
Jaitamar is with you, so I guess put up his yeah. Put up Intellect Fortress or something.
Yeah, Nuna has Intellect Fortress. 3-yard radius.
Cool.
So probably just the people right around me.
Yeah, so I guess between the two of you, you could possibly protect a reasonable number of people.
We can't inherently sense like psionic activity or see it or anything like that, like a psionicist.
No. You're not if it's not directed at you. No.
And I would have to have the defense up, or is it something that I can like put up as soon as I'm attacked?
I think you can put it up if you're directly attacked. If you want it to apply to other people, if they're attacked, then I think it needs to be up beforehand. But I need to double check. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, soldier 4. Yeah. Let's determine. Soldier 4 is going to fire. Soldier 3 has moved. Soldier 2 fail. Yeah. The soldier 1 and 2 will will press into the flame, and they will each take 3 damage as they attempt to get at people. They are frenzied and furious over this attack on their queen. And they each get 1 attack. One will attack top shield bearer, and that's going to miss and some 2 or something stupid. And the soldier has 2nd. And the second one misses Gola. So number 4 though, fire at. Let's see if I can kill Unu before you actually get the this can happen. Okay, he'll fire his sting the Gaster Stinger, raises it round. He's an archer. Like he'll hit AC 6, like the acid sprays towards you.
I'm AC
AC 5.
Oh yeah, you roll out of the way, and Nuna kind of dodges backwards disgustedly as the kind of this acid splashes around where you are. Okay, Soldier 5 will stop there, and I think at this point I will probably, we'll probably have.
Why didn't I buy a shield?
Well, wasn't this because you were saying on chat, I want to spend all my money on an animal? That was literally the conversation. You had loads of money, but you want to spend it on an animal.
Oh, this is a different character I'm still building.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Okay.
freaking cleric. I don't really need much in the way of armor. So that's a huge expense I don't need to pay for. Let's buy a big lizard.
Cool. Okay, so that is. I don't think the bow person moved. So 24 wants this turn. I guess that is turn for now, isn't it? I will mark this one as an archer. There we go. So, turn 2, Claire. Oh, does Quintus have a bow? Or does he have a... He did move, so it won't matter, but for the future.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so this turn you can fire twice, can't you? Yes. Jaitamar will move forward, drop an intellect fortress.
I'm not going to fire action. I'm going to begin casting Dust Devil.
I remember, by the way, you all have you have been embarded, so you should remember that. You've got 2 rounds left of it, which means that you are +1 to attack rolls, to saving throws, and +2 to morale, which will apply to the NPCs. You've got 1 to attack, 1 to saving throws. Unu, what do you want to do? Sling again, or?
I think sling, but I think I want to try and aim at one of the archers.
This one, yeah. So the one that you've identified is this one. So yeah, you can fire him.
Yeah.
Okay, Gola will switch to his Githka, I guess.
Can I cast Spiritual Hammer?
No reason why not. What is the casting time on Spiritual Hammer?
5.
5. And does that fire it in the round that you cast it?
It says... as long as the caster concentrates instructions within range, each round the caster can choose to attack the same target as the previous round or switch to a new target. It doesn't seem to specify. I assume I can call it in and it attacks. It doesn't give the hammer a speed. I guess you use the speed of a hammer.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. So, Nuna.
Clinging the same guy again, the one to the south.
Yeah. And, sorry, Quintus, you did tell me. What did you want to do, Quintus?
Dust Devil.
Dust Devil. Oh, yeah, summoned. But, like, wasn't this... Who was it? I think it was Ben Tusi or someone who did a bunch of Dust Devils in the valley, and they turned out to be quite helpful. What is the speed on that one?
It takes 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Yeah. So you're just going to slightly hang back and do that.
I'm just going to wave my arms for a while.
I assume, Tom, Spiritual Hammer says you summon it in, and each round it attacks either who already And it has a range limit on it, so I assume you attack on the first round. I'm not going to worry about checking that now.
That is what I was saying. One potential problem is that it does say I need a Warhammer to throw in there, which I don't think I have.
So, is it any hammer or Warhammer?
It says Warhammer, but that's in the core book. It might be that the Dark Sun.
Yeah, we'll assume like we should keep on top of components, but because that's obviously a special component. But normally, I say people can have an example of their components. I guess in this case, you'd have to buy it. So, we'll work that out afterwards. You will have probably a stone Warhammer, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, roll initiative. Beat my 7.
I did not beat your 7.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so that happened.
Okay. So they're attacking on 16. I don't know about the grey ones. The workers are currently not doing anything. They're kind of they're doing their own jobs or looking after the queen. They're not otherwise doing stuff. The grey one, they're all large, and the queen is huge. So in that case, soldiers going at 16. So Jaitamar's Intellect Fortress and the Spiritual Hammer goes. And you start casting.
So I can just attack with this, right?
Jaitamar's Intellect Fortress will be up on the back group. I mean, yeah, that's going to hit, isn't it?
And it's large, is it? Large enemy?
Yeah, large enemy. Which enemy is this? Soldier 2, Soldier 1, Archer 1, Grey Antloid. Who are you attacking?
The top left one, I guess. Sorry, the top one that's near us. Does that make sense? The one
that
to
one, yep, sure.
top left of us?
Yep. Soldier 2, yep.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
1d4. 2 damage.
Yep. Great.
Although actually...
And...
Yeah, okay, fine. Carry on. Yep.
Yeah. In that case, I guess they will go. Archer 1 will have another go at Unu. And it's going to hit Unu. So let's glance his character second session running. Could you make a save versus poison? Oh, you're on Mool, aren't you? I think you have a good poison save. Save versus poison.
Okay. I mean, I've not written down that I have a good poison save, but I don't know if that just means I'm dumb.
I thought that.
Is it roll over? Yeah,
Hive
roll
saves.
over.
Yeah. In that case, less of the poison actually managed to kind of reach you, and you take 2d6 poison damage. So you take 4 damage.
Okay, I'm not even through my temporary hit points yet. That's fine.
No.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, Soldier 2 will attack the Shield Bearer and miss, and Soldier 1 will attack the Gola and miss. That is 3 nat 1s from those two soldiers in 2 rounds. Actually, I have that guy attack Gola, and the middle one will attack the other Shield Bearer, and he will also miss. I think, didn't this happen last time? I feel like my soldiers, though they were very effective at killing you, also rolled rubbish.
I think the fires bamboozled them. That's mine.
Yeah. I was going to say I'll actually check that third one. The third one will have water effect. In that case, they will each take 4 damage. They will probably eventually stop stepping in the fire to get to you. But yeah, in terms of where's he gone? In terms of stuff that's likely to infuriate soldier ants, I feel like you're attacking their queen's hive is one that's going to make them risk fire. Otherwise, I'd be happy to retreat. Like if there's fire, they can even come around. Okay. The other 2 soldiers stay there, and the grey ones will come forward.
Are our archers shooting at them, by the way? Or can they not see?
your one of your archers is this one at the back. This one in the middle. The one at the back, I'd say can't see.
Okay.
Because if you think that one is 40 feet back, there's a lot of light here. But it's if nothing else, the tunnel roof is going to be in the way as well, even if you're swapping around.
Cool.
Whereas the archer who is firing could arguably be via an angle only about 10 or 15 feet back. So, okay, let's just roll something. Okay, that's fine. The 2 grey ones stay there for now, and it is going to be any of your actions that you want in action order. So anyone on a 6, that is the slings, and Unu, Nuna, and Nasir. Someone wants just to roll for Nasir.
Okay, I'll just roll my sling first, I guess.
Yep.
20 for 1 point of damage.
Luna.
Yeah.
And AC -2, which I'm assuming will hit. I'm hoping will hit the archer.
Yep.
Okay.
Beej, I feel like I should have told that player. I was like, yeah, AC -9 doesn't. Yeah.
And 5 damage.
5 damage to the archer. Let's check what the archer has.
Well, I don't know if archer is really the right word, but the horrible ranged acid spitting.
So, no, it is right, because though they are Antloid soldiers, there's a description of an archer type. So,
okay.
And the point is, their stinger, rather than being the injecting sting, is a spray. It's the acid spray.
All I'm saying is that if I turned up to an archery contest with sort of an acid hose pipe, I think I'd be kicked out.
Andrew's tried it, so cool. Okay. And is there anyone else in the 6? I'll roll for Nasir, I guess, and then it's going to be. I guess the only person left is Gola, isn't it? After that, Gola has 2 attacks. So most damage 1. It'll be up to 22. So that one is.
You roll way better when you're rolling for us, Owen. I appreciate that.
I do, yeah. It's what I pay Discord for, just to keep the players happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Gola will just pile on the same guy, and he'll hit once and he'll miss once. And what is a Githka's damage code? I don't actually think open. I think I have Dark's been open next to me. Let's have a check.
Let me see. It's in Gladiators. Good.
Githka is 2d4 versus 1d10 versus large. 1d10. So it's going to be. I don't think he's got any strength, so that's going to be just another. Great. He hacks into it with his Thryclean weapon. And that is the end of the round, isn't it? So Nasir will just sling again. Faldo will hammer 5. Adrad's still passing, waiting for when you advance, I guess. Nuna and Unu slinging.
Yep.
Suppose.
Yeah.
I'm kind of assuming basically Unu is doing a fighting retreat each time. Oh, sorry, go if he needs to, if one's close to him, but currently no one is engaged with him. So, and Quintus, Dust Devil, second round. So I think that's right. Okay. I think.
Oh, wait,
Is it Norman? I think it's your initiative roll, isn't it? 7.
Beat my 7.
Yeah, beat my 7. I got a 9. I was beaten by your 7. Hammer first, Faldo. This is on the top. So this is on Soldier 2 at the top.
Alright. And that's a bad miss.
Alright. Slings, I'll roll for Nasir. He doesn't hit. Unu and Nuna, roll your things.
6. AC 6.
No. Okay. Andrew, you're going to roll your
Oh,
save?
me, sorry. Yep.
You are Andrew.
This is the final round of Bardness. So that's, yeah.
You also have bless, aid, which is also bless.
Aid.
Yep. I have, except for the first time round, I have been remembering the aid. AC 1 against the Spitter.
That will hit.
Archer.
Against the Spitter. The Archer, that hits. Yeah. When I describe him as spraying acid, I actually mean he's like a thug who's like disgusted with you at some sort of like political rally who comes over and spits on you.
Yep, someone supporting, but like cause of choice insert here.
Yeah, exactly.
The bad cause, not the good cause that we all obviously support.
Yeah, audience members decide which cause you hate most and imagine that he is a member of that faction. This is
3 damage.
Yeah.
Which round number are we at, Owen?
This is round 3 of combat, because you did a pre-round where I had to check initiative for movement. So this is round 3 of combat from the end of barding, so you still have bard stuff. I don't know about aid.
Aid will be 4 rounds total from when it went up, so I think he's got one more round after this.
One more round, yep, sure. That's how I'm saying it, that's fine. Gola will go at the same time as them. So I guess you'll miss. That's nice and easy. This super damaged one will chitter backwards and be replaced by another one.
Are any of them standing in the fire?
Yeah, they have been. They've been pushing forward. The ones in close combat have been pushing forward. Yep, that one will also push forward into close combat in the fire. And the ones in the fire will all take d4 damage. I'm essentially giving them, because there's not anything else to burn, it's just the oil, so I'm assuming they're taking what you'd take from burning oil, like generic burning oil.
Yeah.
AD&D. Greek fire is more damage, and it's hard to put out. It can be put out, but it's quite hard to put out. So, but you did not buy Greek fire, obviously. Military oil is a lot more expensive. Okay, that guy's bloody, so he will retreat in the near future. Top one, miss. Middle one is going to, maybe I'll finish shield bearer. Bottom one is going to hit Gola. What is their post combat damage again? 2d6. So, kill the middle guy, and 10 damage to Gola. Gola and the other guy can currently block them all because of the nature of being able to take up, a 5-foot square. You can block it so a 10-foot guy can't get in between you. You can take that much distance. If someone could record that for Gola.
Has anyone got Gola's sheet up?
Tom, do you want to do that?
Yeah, I will look for it. 1 sec.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if Gola's sheet's editable, but we can make a note of it, I guess.
Could you make another save versus poison, Unu?
Hopefully.
Is it in?
Oh, no, that fails. That's not good.
I think you're dead. That's 30 points of damage.
Oh!
Wow. Yeah, I'm at -2. So.
Oh, you're not dead.
Not dead.
Dying.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. Is Gola's sheet in the sheets chat? What do you think?
I've been trying to look for that as well as the death.
It's alright, you concentrate on being dead, I'll find this.
It doesn't take that much concentration, but okay.
Okay, let's drop out the other gift for attack from Gola, because Gola is up. Gola's Thaco, because he's 4, and he's specialised in the gift, so that's +5. He's AC, I think that's going to miss, isn't it? Because that's going to be 15. It's going to be +3, +4, maybe plus strength, something like that. So, yeah, he's automatic, but yeah. So, he will miss.
Cannot find Gola's sheet anywhere.
Shall we say Gola is at 10 out of 23? Someone just put that down. I've decided that's how many hit points he has.
That seems reasonable.
Okay.
That is a statistically reasonable amount of
Yeah.
HP for him to have. Simon, if you watch this later, I'm not sorry.
But potentially he should be sorry.
Yeah. Don't be on a train, man. Don't have other things to do with your life other than play Dark Sun.
You knew the risks.
Yeah, you knew the risks coming in, man. Okay. The Dust Devil finishes casting. How big is the Dust Devil, Beej?
He's on mute at the moment.
Good question. 1 foot in diameter at its base, 5 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet across at the top.
That's fine. It's summoned next to you. In fact, you could summon it into the space. Do you want to summon it into the space where the guy died? Or do you want to summon it behind you?
This is the range.
The guy. You mean Nuna?
Anywhere, yeah. Where do you want him? Oh, yeah. Unu is also... I'll put him here. That is the current formation. Where do you want to summon him? Do you want to ping me where you want to summon him, Beej?
Put it in the
Well,
fire.
I want to
fire
put it
cycle.
behind this guy. And him
Okay.
behind.
Yeah, that's a +2 attack, so yeah. Just a weird kind of... A pile of silt begins spinning round. And I think these guys will spend their turn. They will have already moved, actually, but they will just move to here. Nothing else happens yet. Great.
Are those the grey ones?
Those are the grey ones, yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Andrew, do you want to fire twice for the bowwoman? Because she... And I don't think... Did she fire last turn either?
I cannot remember.
Well, don't worry. Fire for her this turn because she would have been able to fire.
I mean, a 7 isn't going to do much. So
She can fire twice.
Yeah.
She's got Roth. She's got Roth too.
Oh,
She's got
okay.
Roth too.
Oh,
Ouch.
well.
Ouch. Okay. So Nasir is going to keep slinging because he'll have at least like 15 or 12 more stones or something. Other people. Gola is Githgring.
I'm going to cure like wounds on Une and try and pull him back.
Yeah.
Him, her, not
Okay.
sure.
Nuna's putting up a thought shield and slinging.
Yep.
I'm bleeding.
Because defense modes can be done as a free action basically because you're told you can do them reactively. So that does seem fine. Jaitamar can come up with the spear, but he doesn't really want to be in the front rank. So
Coward.
he's happy to do that.
Oh wait, these are the only fighters we have? Is these two guys?
And the Dust Devil now. Well, you have more troops. Norman, you have more moves in the rear guard here, so you could send for them.
Oh yeah, let's send for them. Because
Okay. So you're going to send an order. You've got the spare arcs at the back, and Adriad can both send the message. So that's fine. The archer will. 714. Quintus and Dust Devil as well. Quintus, what do your Dust Devil want to do?
The Dust Devil's gonna punch or whip or slam, whatever it does.
It's a wind
devil.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot my bow again.
Mm-hmm. Short bow 714. Nasir sling. Faldo CLW, Adriad currently passing. See, Adriad is happy to do whatever. Jaitamar is also happy to do stuff if he has cover. Because he is not a front rank fighter. I think he has like OKAC. Quintus. Be my one.
Okay, that's bad.
It's not that bad. Apparently, it could be worse. The Dust Devil goes before them Oh no, the Dust Devil goes at the same time as them. They're going at 7. So in that case, what will happen is Faldo will move forward. Well, I would assume not in face-to-face contact, but they're coming next to Nuna. She will move back. There's no other movement from the other guys. Do you want your Dust Devil to attack? That will hit because that is actually. Have you included the +2 from rear attack there?
I did not. No.
So in that case, that will hit. 2 hits, 3 damage. Okay. Okay, he will not have been at half at the start of the turn. So this guy will withdraw and guy will move in. Soldiers do have the move, confident movement to do that. Let's do a text this guy. That guy is not willing to cross the fire line, so he will not. But up top, one of them will attack the shield bearer and miss. In the middle, one will attack Gola and miss. Well, Gola has AC for it. And at the bottom, the archer will spray at Gola as well and hit. And yeah, farewell Gola.
Damn.
Your reinforcements will arrive.
So wait, how many hit points has Gola got?
He would have had. He just took 30 hit points damage, so he'll be at like
What?
minus 17.
Paula took 30. Did you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah,
Oh
he took
God.
Where did you get 30 from?
The archer.
All those D20 rolls.
No, he hit. The D20 was then a poison saving throw.
Got it.
Failed.
And it does flat 30, I guess.
Yeah.
The poison type.
That is
This
rough.
is yeah. Yes.
Is Gola dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Faldo.
this
Do
is.
you want to roll your cure light wounds?
Yep, I'm using it on Uno.
Uno. You've just Uno. Uno.
Oh, you're on 0. Is that good?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
stable.
Yeah.
I mean, dead is stable, but you know.
Okay. So
Do we need to call this?
I think we back the fuck out here.
well, do you want to take your shots? You've got Nuna. I was going to say Archer, Quintus both have bows. Una and Nasir have slings.
Yeah.
Nuna, sorry. That one missed Nuna. Nuna, do you want to put up your intellect for us? I want to make a check for that.
Yeah, is it the same?
I think so. I'm trying to think. I
Power
don't
check?
think it's. Yeah. That one missed Beej. Yeah.
An 11?
That will pass, won't it? So,
Yeah.
okay. The archer will miss. Do you want to fire again, Beej? Your second shot.
Yeah, Nasir's not doing anything. I'm a 3.
Yeah. Okay, roll damage, please. 1 second. Oh, great. I'll be right back.
I will also be right back.
Great. Okay, so the two grey ones will scuttle up to stay close to the wall, and they'll scuttle up nearest the fire. And they will. You see. The two guys at the bottom who've just arrived in reinforcement start to clutch their heads, but do not otherwise seem harmed. Great. They're not going to get up to the body and stay away from it. Okay, so next round.
Fighting withdrawals.
Yeah.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah. Can we fire while retreating, or should we just? Booking it?
You can fire. Your Wrath is reduced to 1, but you can fire. You can move a third of your movement whilst retreating without taking opportunity attacks. Otherwise, if you're engaged, you will take opportunity attacks.
Let's throw your bodies into it. Your lives are a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Then you stand at the front next time.
Oh no, I'm like the general. I'm supposed to stand at the back.
Okay, declare actions.
I mean, I'm stable, so I guess I get dragged by whoever is.
Yeah, Faldo
Yeah,
is currently dragging. Yeah.
Since Nuna's not engaged, I believe she's just going to move full movement to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Or to the outside, to be more precise.
So yeah.
We're getting off.
You're soon into that fortress, and are you going to sling as you do so?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just going to move full movement.
Drag Unu. Adriad? Do you want Adriad spell on anyone, or? And Quintus, I assume, are you Dust Devil attack, and are you going to short bow once and withdraw, Quintus, or are you going to do?
Yeah, the old shoot and scoot.
Yeah, the archer, I guess, will do the same.
In retrospect, we probably should have blindness the shooter bug after the first one of us took 30 damage. Oh well, 11 land.
Unu's planning to, that's for sure. Nasir will sling and move. Do you want Adriad to do anything? He has blindness, and he has red and blue on him. And like detect magic.
You should blind the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blind
Good plan.
archer, that's probably going to be a 2.
Glad I thought of it.
Hey, lessons in Dark Sun are hard learned, but when learned, they are not forgotten.
And I remember suggesting the plan of we lure a couple of the workers away and kill them individually.
Wait,
Yeah.
You think we're going to learn all of our lessons? How long have you been playing with us?
Yeah. I've been playing with Andrew and Tom for 4 and 5 years respectively, I think, so we'll find out. I think that is that Andrew's initiative?
I rolled last time, I think, but
No, I don't think you did. I didn't think so. Yeah, roll again.
Okay.
Roll again.
okay, I'll roll another one. You won't
That's
like it,
right,
but
yeah.
I'll roll. Oh, okay.
So in that case, blindness. He will. I think that is it is savable, so in which case he'll negate it. It's good. Good call though. Good call though. To Do it. You are also moving, so at least you shouldn't take an attack from him this turn. Yeah, cool. In that case, the Dust Devil will attack next. Beej, if you're there. Well, I don't know if you're okay, but Beej, if you're there, make a Dust Devil attack. And I'll roll the Heavy Infantryman. Oh, Andrew, do you want to roll the Heavy Infantryman and Nasir? They are both going at 6.
Okay. Heavy infantryman.
He'll be stabbing the guy in front of him, probably. The one that's wounded.
I don't know if
That's going to be
or not.
That is going to be like AC4, so no. Yeah, I mean, good roll, but they are heavily armored. So.
Yeah.
The Dust Devil will hit, and then Nasir, I guess, or whichever one you didn't roll for already.
Nasir's sling is, I think that's like AC2.
That's going to hit, yeah.
Oh, AC3.
Yeah.
AC3 still hit? Okay.
AC3, I think AC3 hits. I think that
Okay,
is what the
1d4 plus 1 is 3 damage.
Okay. Who's on 7? Okay, Archer and Quintus.
Does anyone want to roll for Archer or Quintus? Or Quintus can probably roll for himself, actually.
Yeah. Quintus hits, and as that's going to be the one versus Dust Devil, that guy is in very poor shape. I guess I'll roll for the Archer, who misses. So, I think that's it. This bloody one will fighting withdrawal, and I guess will attack the Dust Devil as it goes.
They burn some more.
And what's the Dust Devil's AC? Okay, we'll attack.
That's a great question.
Attack the Dust Devil.
AC4.
In that case, I hit the Dust Devil, and he will sting it. He does 8 damage to the Dust Devil Beej, assuming that can affect it, which I think he can. I don't think it has much effect.
He's got 2 HD, so I don't know if you want to roll 2d8 to see how much he's got.
Is still going. He's still going.
Yeah,
Mighty Dust Devil.
Just keep hitting for 1 damage. It'll eventually work.
Yeah, he's your best character. I guess sounds to me like Nuna has made the most ground. For now, Quintus, you can probably move. Yeah, I guess you can move like 6. These guys can fight in retreat, and they can only go like. That's fine. Okay, there we go.
How many more barrels of oil do we have?
I think how much was it? 100 liters you bought or something, something like that.
Sounds about right.
I'm tempted to suggest we tap and roll some barrels just to discourage any pursuit.
I'm open to that. I also can't vote either way on account of being unconscious, so.
I see your finger twitch and treat it as assent.
Yeah.
My rigor mortis has frozen me in a thumbs up position.
Nuna's in favor of you doing whatever you want as she runs away.
yeah. Good idea, guys. I think it's a great idea.
Does anyone feel like having a heroic last stand? What about you, Highling shield bearers?
I feel like we weren't paid enough for this mission.
I don't think they get to decide. It's their sergeant who gets to decide. Mind you, they're dead as well, so...
Yeah. Do we just default on this contract?
Their sergeant's alive. Their sergeant is guarding your other flank, along with the link boy of all people. And
Okay.
yeah,
I coughed
So
to
he's
cover
now
my
joined
mistake.
yeah. You've probably got one more barrel. I'm trying to think. Basically, you had or one more keg. That is to say.
I
I need
ask
to
around
double check,
quickly
but-
to check if anyone's saving it for anything, and then tap it and kick it down the passage.
Mm. Yeah. Yep. Great. In fact, I killed a shield bearer, but he would have been able to retreat. So we'll have to, in that case. Oh, that's going to also be fire damage on each of these guys. One of them, the one fighting the Dust Devil could actually kill it in one. Nominally. This one would charge through the fire and come after. That's why he's able to kill one of the guardsmen. But he will stop there, as in he's in the tunnel. I guess these guys come, but sneak around the fire, but don't have a target. The archer can't see anyone. The other soldiers don't want to cross the fire. So I would say, like their force is in pretty bad shape. Like their combat force. But yeah, so yeah, you'll push the barrel down. Where are you tapping it from? Do you want to ping me where it's starting from, Faldo? At what point do you tap it?
I guess my reasoning is I can see the sort of mouth of the tunnel where the fire presumably still is. I am going to sort of go with the barrel about halfway back to there, tap it and kick it.
So roughly where your front rank is.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
behind
sort
the
of
front
muscle
rank.
my way through with the barrel. I think I've got enough strength to make that a reasonable proposition.
If not, I guess Jaitamar was moving forward at the same time as you were coming back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've got 13 strength,
Oh
so-
yeah, you'll be fine with it.
so I think
It's heavy, but you can roll it. Remember. So
yeah.
it's fine
So I'll
now.
sort of roll it forward. As it gets to the edge, I'll tap it and kick it down the rest of the tunnel, near as I can at the fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure. Okay. So that's what you're doing this round, as in because that's a fairly complex extra
Yeah.
action. We'll assume that's what you do this round.
That's all I do.
Okay. Other actions. I need to remove Gola from this list because Gola is no more.
It's no more. Rip. He's been dissolved.
Rip.
Well, it passed the blindness save, which means that even if I had remembered around earlier, it still would have killed Gola. So
Yeah.
it's Owen's fault, it's not mine.
Una rationalizes to himself, lying there dead.
Yeah.
I'm in a coma. I've got to do something.
Yeah. I said at the start of the combat, he's got powers. You voted as a party to keep him for the Queen. That was a reasonable choice. He still has relevant people. So if you're able to produce anything else, then yeah. The Dust Devil, I guess I'm assuming, is attacking. Based on that formation, what are people doing? Faldo is messing up with an oil keg. Adrian is passing, I think, this turn. He'll keep his remaining 2 spells. Nuna? You can't
I'm
see anything,
ceasing the intellect
Yeah.
fortress, and
Yeah.
I think which way did we come? Did we come through the egg chamber or to the southern?
We came through the egg chamber, yeah.
Yeah, so she's
hence-
going to continue moving her little legs, sticks towards
Yeah.
the egg chamber.
Yeah. Adrian pass. Nasir, sling, I guess. As in, if you are currently slowly retreating up that tunnel while Faldo drops the extra oil. And I guess the archers are each going to fire a short bow once. Quintus, what about you? Are you firing once while retreating?
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, your 2 Jaitamar and the heavy infantry, I assume, will spear if they have a target, because they will just retreat slowly. Okay, Norman, beat my 5. Nuna's like, I don't care about initiative. I think I can escape even if I lose initiative. She says out loud against a 10.
I do
Yeah.
have to help.
So this one will come up. The grey ones kind of, I mean, they're actually large too, so they can't like even double stack. So they're just like queuing up, trying to get into this tunnel, which normally these slightly smaller workers can fit into a bit more easily. So yeah, you have bottlenecked them. I guess they will go first. That guy will go first because he is going at 11 and the spears are going at 16. He is going to miss because these guys are doing full defense, which is an optional rule you can find in the combat chapter. Is it +2 AC, Tom? I feel like this is not, but like as in they're on like AC 3 or something, or AC 4, I think, and they can go up to AC 2 basically, or something like that. So they are very well protected. Andrew, do you want to roll 2 spear attacks for Jaitamar and the other spearman?
Okay. 9, I'm guessing.
Jaitamar will miss.
Enough to... The spearman might hit. I don't know what the...
Yeah, that will hit. So that's D6. D6 damage.
Yep. Oh, 1. He's
Beej. I guess I'll attack the Dust Devil, is the other guy, who will miss. So Beej, attack with your Dust Devil. Can the Dust Devil get the first kill? Can the Dust Devil turn the tide of battle, create the beginnings of a glorious victory for the whole team? I will fire these archers.
If it does, we'll let the Dust Devil level up.
What, like how I'm going to let your light footman in the other game become a henchman for killing that cube?
Exactly.
No, the Dust Devil does not have the capacity to learn. The Dust Devil is a creature of air and flight. AC5, that's a good hit, but is not good enough. It can just move, can't it, round to get rear attack. So, because it can fly over the top. Is it Dust Devil flying? Does have a fly speed?
Great question. Can it fly?
A better question. Should it fly? Well, does it say in the spell description? I would have thought it did. Like it'll point you to the right stats or whatever. Move 180, weak air elemental. It's a small whirlwind.
It says if it skims along the ground, which makes it think that it could choose not to skim along the ground.
Yeah.
It doesn't explicitly say it flies.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got like 2 squares of movement or something. It can move back, but you've got 2 squares of movement because it's a 30-yard limit on its range. So yeah, it can get rear attack, which will take it up to 3 because it can fly over him. So yeah, make your damage roll. Is that 5 or 10 for 3? Heroic, but not quite sufficient. I think the other soldier will probably pay attention to it soon, as it's near the Queen. The archers missed. Quintus, did you roll your shortbow? You roll your shortbow now, Beej. And then Faldo's keg will finish. Nuna, feel free to move yourself 6 squares. So I think it's the corners under your control. Oh, crikey. Yeah. The porters probably do actually retreat with Una, assuming that they're allowed to now. They're like, yeah, that's pretty fine.
Yeah.
They've carried the oil around or whatever. They've carried their barrels of oil. Okay, so Faldo will squeeze in and put that there, and then roll it. And then, are you lighting it next turn or whatever, or getting someone to light it, Faldo? Is that the idea? As you keep retreating. Tom, is that your thought? You will light it as you retreat?
Yeah. Well, if if the antloids are definitely between me and the rest of the fire, then yes, I will light it as I retreat. Otherwise, if I think the barrel is, if they're sort of in and around the fire, and I think I can trust the barrel to land in flames, then I'm not really going to bother to pause.
Well, it's coming up the tunnel behind you. Soldier fibers, at least.
Okay, well, let's light it then. I guess I can do that as a go.
Yeah. Adrad continuing to retreat with you. Nasir, Sling, Archers, and Quintus short bowing while attacking and retreating. Dust Devil, Natural 3, Jaitamar and Heavy Infantry. Nuna, are you still moving or are you stopping there and hanging out with the porters? What's your plan?
For the next round, I thought we were retreating, but everyone seems to be not.
Everyone's retreating, but they are retreating slowly,
just
so
not
that they don't
taking
take
the
attack
hint.
shots. Yeah.
I know, but I have short legs, so I move slowly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Nuna's getting a head start. No, they are retreating, but I think the idea is they're retreating. Up the corridor slowly.
Keep moving down the food to encounter the inevitable encirclement of the other warriors happening.
Yeah.
A troubling thought.
Are these three guys in the bottom actually here?
I choose to ignore that thought.
You haven't checked on them, but they were there last you checked.
Okay. I'll go check on them.
Beej, beat my 2.
Quit rolling well.
Let's get something more encouraging. Let's get some encouraging for a bit of heroism. They are going at 8. Your quickest is 9, so okay, I have defeated the Dust Devil. The other one will get to attack and is going to hit a guy. One more. Poor shield bearer bites the dust. Let's retreat you all. You're going to be up to here or something. Obviously, other people can be quicker if desired, but roughly that is if your heavy guys are going slowly as they come back, without taking off the opportunity attacks and stuff. Because opportunity attacks are free; they're not like using it. It's not like 5e where there's a reaction, and it's not like it takes up their attack. It's just each time you run away from someone, they get an attack on you with a rear attack bonus. It is a bad idea to run away from people, basically. So next is going to be the slingers and the spearmen. Andrew, do you want to roll for Jaitamar, the heavy infantryman, and Nasir? Nuna, you can move your sticks if you want.
Jaitamar. Oh, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
With his weapon, that I know what that is.
I'll just check something I would have done last time. He's going to have strength 18, so add 3 damage to it, d6.
Okay. 4.
I mean, that's pretty useful, to be fair.
It's better than no damage.
Yep.
Did you say there was
There's a second heavy infantryman, and you can fire for Nasir as well.
It said it's rolling the dice, but I don't believe it. Oh, there we go. It missed.
Yeah.
Nasir then.
Nasir next.
That's like AC. AC 5. No.
No. I'm generously assuming, by the way, that in terms of, I'm not checking ratios for firing to close combat, because basically you can retreat. As you're retreating, you can just time your movement, kind of be like, front rank retreat, and then you fire off a volley. Quintus, do you want to roll your bow? Yeah, you can see, the archers both miss. Obviously, they're distracted. And Faldo, it is now setting aflame, so yeah. I'll roll for Beej. Beej misses. Okay, so there's now fire at the end of the turn. Let's get...
Yes.
Let's see how purple or aggressive it is. I think the Antloid, that one Antloid will probably continue on, as in it will take damage and, push through. The other ones behind it are almost certainly not going to push through. So yeah, in that case, it'll take D4 damage. Ooh. That is one thing, the fire tactic, because of the fact that you were aggravating them, has actually put lots of damage onto them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the turn. What do you want to do next turn?
I mean, if we're not being attacked by any of the spitters currently,
No.
I mean, what do we have in terms of a melee line if we wanted to make a new push?
You have 2 spearmen, Jaitamar, a shield bearer, and I guess Quintus is decent in combat. And the sergeant, you've got a first level fighter as well.
Right.
Kind of, yeah, it depends if you, it depends on how clever you can be, I guess, as to how you level that. You still have some guys left. You currently have a problem with this one soldier who is pursuing you.
That's what I mean, like, we could... I'm wondering if it's worth just making a push against that soldier, at least.
Yeah.
He's got to have taken a few knocks by now.
Who's the warrior
bloody,
class
yeah.
who gets the best
problem
experience
is,
from it?
I'm safely suggesting all of this while too unconscious to die, so...
Yeah, but
As long as we have one part of that my
soldier.
corpse in, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I don't
but
really know if to give me
allowed-
suggesting.
Yeah. No, players are fine. Players to fight. Like, remember, this is a game that you play as a player. It is okay to have opinions as a
Oh, yeah.
I think we should kill the soldier. Who said that?
yeah.
It's more that I'm in a very low risk position if we do charge against the soldier again, so I don't know.
You say that. At this point, you stand a chance of living. If it doesn't work, we're going to leave you to be eaten.
You are the Vatans left behind for the wild animal.
Yeah. You will be the bait. Or the distraction.
By the way, I can already tell, by the way, what Nuna's story is about retreating is. I was going to gather the rest of the troops.
Yeah.
I was going to hire more troops.
Yeah, I was going to hire.
That's why I took all the gold.
Okay. So, I'm assuming Nuna continues to move down. Faldo, you're slinging, I guess, is your attack if you're fighting.
I do not have a sling. I am
what do you have?
actually going to... Is anyone in this fighting retreat
you've got a bow.
desperately low on
You've got a
health?
bow, not apart from Unu, I don't think so. No, basically your characters are either dead or here. and
Okay.
fine.
I have another javelin. I will throw that.
Javelin, yeah.
Is it worth trying
Javelin.
to hit Adriad until he makes a cell recompopulation?
Yeah. He can do a cell adjustment just to
That's
get you
the
to
one.
walk. Mate. Yeah, if he
Yeah.
can succeed, he can get you to walk.
Yeah.
So
He's passing
That's
anyway, and if he does, I'm walking under my own steam and using a sling again, so...
well, you won't be using a sling, but yeah, because you'll be walking.
Oh, well, okay, that must be different.
What does cell adjustment do, sorry?
Cell adjustment.
Heals.
You can use it to heal.
Potentially.
Oh, that is
Nice.
the wrong die. Okay, Beej, if you're there, do you want to roll initiative? If not, give you a second and then Tom can. But if you are back, okay. Beej was required briefly.
Thank God.
Yeah, a voice of Tom like echoes into the chamber as this happens. Okay, I guess you've got an advantage of 2, so that means all of your first attacks will go immediately before it attacks. and then it will attack. Then your second round of short bow as well. So everyone roll their attacks. I'll roll for Adrian. I'll roll his power check.
Okay.
That does not pass. Adrian
Yeah,
does not
figured
have
as
this
much.
power. This is definitely fake.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Adrian just joined the
I
cult
think
at some point.
Ken might hit. Sorry,
Yeah.
Aldo might hit.
The funny, yeah, that does it. Yeah, I think the funny thing is, like, oh no, he's a really good wizard, but he claims he's a psionicist. He's definitely not. So he keeps on doing psionic powers. That will miss Beej. Your first short bow.
3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah, this guy is ropey. As I say, like, you've done a lot of damage to the soldiers. You know, the grey ones who haven't necessarily done those two, but soldiers are pretty badly knocked up. Andrew, do you want to make the 2 spear attacks, and I'll make the 2 archer attacks?
Okay.
Oh my
I rolled
god.
2
I like your rolls better.
Yeah, the spears go first.
That's amazing.
That's weird.
2011. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. We've still got more shots to go, so that's one thing about the fact you're not retreating anymore. You're getting more shots out of those short bows. It is going to attack the poor shield bearer, who I could reasonably be pulling a morale check on, actually, but the sergeant is still there shouting. Yeah, great. In that case, make your second short bow shots. Norman, do you want to roll the 2 second short bow shots just to so we can blame you for the failure to kill this creature? Beej, you can roll. That's a
9
miss
and
and a
5,
miss
those should
and a
miss.
miss. Yeah, those are amazing hits. Nuna and the porters will move, I guess, as well. They're, I guess, in the food chamber now.
Hey, are they here?
Yeah, they are there.
Oh, great.
They look up and probably a bit like, why's she come? They will be like, what news? You know, they'll ask Nuna what's happening at the far end.
I don't know. I'm not there,
It's going
but
fine.
there might be angry ants coming down this southern passage. You should keep watch there.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like, yeah, sure. You know, they're not immediately panicked by that piece of news, at least. Okay. I guess we go again. You might have this, as in this small section. Adred will sell adjustment again because he'll have recovered a few. He'll be able to fail at least a couple of times without. I don't know what PSPs he technically is meant to have at the moment. But yes, Faldo, do you have any javelins left?
I have 1 left. And I'm going to throw it.
Okay, let's assume that is what's happening then. Was it Tom? Do you want to roll initiative?
Is there...
Yep. Okay.
I'm sorry, everyone.
So it will get to attack first. This may be the last of the shield bearers.
It is bait.
Yeah, that is the last. I'd say the one thing is the damage I've rolled. The lowest I've rolled on 3d6 is 8, which over a sample of a reasonable number of samples is like reasonable number of rolls is actually quite good. Like it's low because it's averaged to 10.5, but you're like if the lowest you roll is 8, then yeah.
At this point, if we trade for one of them dead, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think as Andrew says, the archers, you've done loads of damage to them, so it's not even about the trade. Like it's just you haven't finished any of them off. So it's the cascade effect. How many attacks that are possible, you know, has gone in their favor rather than your favor. So yeah, do you want to make your attacks? You can make all your attacks. Andrew roll the spears. I'll roll the archers, I guess.
Spear.
I hurled my last javelin into the fire and never to see
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
Another spear with a 19. That might hit.
Yeah, that will hit. Yeah. Roll
2
the normal.
adjusted damage.
That will be fine. And Jaitamar is at +2 to hit, and he's going to be Thaco, who's like 4th level, is he? So he's going to be +3 Thaco, something like that. So he'll be 17, Thaco 15. Jaitamar will hit 2, so he is at +3. He takes +3.
That me? Who's rolling Giant more? Sorry.
I think you have been.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess no.
Oh no, sorry, no. I said you hit. D6 plus 3 damage, please. That 13 hit because he's got the plus strength thing. So the 13 will have been 8 versus
okay.
Echo 15.
Oh, right, I see.
So, yeah.
3 plus number.
3. Yeah, Jaitamar gets him.
Yeah!
Right. Next question. Does anyone remember if we took damage from those grey boys while we were under the influence of Intellect Fortress?
I don't think we did.
Because we weren't asked to save, they just sort of, we felt a bit sick and then it passed.
And, you know, they saved, they also had Intellect Fortress. They had to save. They also would have had a psionic power check from Intellect Fortress if they'd failed their save.
Okay.
So they were under. They did not take any damage, but the Antloids took some damage.
Right. Am I really dumb enough to suggest charging, counter-charging? I don't think that's necessarily...
Into the fire?
Let's go around the southern passage.
Yeah, let's at least see what's happening over there. See if our rest of our party have been turned into egg food.
I'm saying, like, you know, the fire's blocking that passage, so we can't be flanked, and we can, like, beat up on one soldier at a time in the tunnel.
Yeah? Potentially.
Yeah? Okay. I guess keep dragging me, guys.
Yep, we'll keep dragging it. We'll hit the fork and see what it looks like. I think we should check on our rear guard as well, anyway.
I'm starting to feel like gladiators are overrated as a class.
I'd say no. Remember Garrus? I was going to say Norman has about it. Garrus did tank both the Masterial and the Soul Golem.
Okay, maybe I'm just not good with gladiators.
You have lost 2 of them, and to be fair, at this point, Simon has now lost 2 of them because of Corporal Gola. And you haven't lost 2. Una is alive. To be fair. It's just essentially the soldier Antloids. 3d6 is bad, and I've rolled well for them for damage, but 3d6 is survivable. But it's just the archer is save versus poison.
Yeah, the poison save against 30 is ridiculous.
I mean, without aid, that would not have been survivable.
It's essentially a save versus death.
I think it's in the nature of Dark Sun frontline characters to, you know, die quickly. Look at like, I don't think it's a bad gladiator.
You have the stable in Dark Sun.
Yeah, never care about getting experience for your frontline character.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Garrus...
Frontline characters are the ones that level up as part of the tree.
Yeah, they always level up by proxy.
Characters, Kent is going to level up soon, so that is that's a gladiator.
That's only because he's like vaguely cowardly.
This, to be fair, is the guy who abandoned at the point where Benvo was. I felt so sorry for Jay in that battle. The fact that he was like, I know I have like a 40% chance of hitting and killing this thing. I will keep attacking it, even though I'm likely to die. And he gets like 4 rounds of surviving versus a boulette. Of all things, and just can't hit it.
And I'd seen Jay's rolling before, and so Kent was like, I don't fancy this guy's chances on hitting at 40% chance. I'm out of here. I'm going to try and save our half giant.
Yeah. So Stiv is not far away from leveling, so Stiv could, because of Kent eventually rescuing him. And I was going to say, who's the other... I feel like there is one other fighter type. Maybe it's just Kent I'm thinking about, who leveled naturally.
Bentusi?
No, Bentusi's a priest. Garrus did. So to be fair, Garrus and Kent are both gladiators and are both leveling organically. So it is possible.
Just off for goal,
meanwhile, I'm dying. Let's move on.
Right.
Okay. So what are you doing? Are you pulling? You're going the way Nuna did, didn't you?
Yeah. We'll follow down that passage, hit the junction. I would like to peer to the left when we hit that junction and just shout to our rear guard and get a hail hello if they're okay.
Yep. Okay. So what we'll do is you're going to be able to move at least. So you'll be. I'm not going to realign you properly. So I guess those of you who can go quicker, which is most of you, like I imagine.
Assuming we were going down the. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. It's fine.
Oh, you mean go? Oh, yeah. I thought you were following Nuna.
Yeah. Well, no. Sorry. If that's where Nuna went, we'll follow him. Yep.
That was the route. Yeah, that was the route Nuna took. Quintus is going to have at least movement 9. Nasir, Jaitamar. You don't actually have any shield bearers left, do you? So everyone's going to be moving 9. Basically. Unu being dragged along by whoever is willing to drag them along. I guess I've succeeded. How does cell adjustment work? This is so unusual and so unlikely.
I don't know. I wasn't aware that he had. I didn't really believe he had it. He just joined Scientology and they told him so.
I thought it's a fake power that we just let Jake roll for because we felt sorry for him. So he's been playing like 2 each round or something, so he will be okay because it's 1 round plus 5 rounds sustained. So, and that can be a lot of PSPs. You can cure disease by spending 5 PSPs. Equals to any sort of wound can be healed. You can cure disease in 1 round by spending 5 PSPs. Make this fit. Equals 1, he succeeds, but it's doubly taxing. 2 fails. Okay. Milio rest. It doesn't hit. However, it is now empowered, so it can heal you by up to 5. Given it can heal disease, it will actually enable you to fight.
Oh, okay.
This is plainly this is a crazy power. This is that. Hence why it's like con -3. This functions as some kind of heal spell, I think.
Oh, nice.
Well, because it cures diseases, and if you spend 5 PSPs to cure a disease and you succeed, then the disease is gone. There's no recovery time. So, and given it heals hit points, like it's a hard call because I say that, but Paladin cure disease wouldn't count as heal, would it? So no, it won't be. No, it won't be. It will heal the hit points though. Quite
I'm not
rapidly.
fighting.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not fighting. Yeah, no, that's just thinking through the rules implication there. It's like Paladin cure disease, which they get at first level.
Yeah.
There are a couple of sonic powers like Dream Travel or Dimension Door, which you can have at first level and are very repeatable, and which nonetheless, like, you know, that's completely reasonable because that's Dream Travel. There's a whole thing where that's the kind of thing where sonic creatures will attack you on the way, or there'll be an entire like crazy nightmare. Okay, so yeah, assuming you've gathered again in this room, yeah, what is your plan? Just you get to that room. What is your plan?
Flank and try and just poke up and attack. Deal with them one by one. Was that the plan, Nuna? Actually,
Yeah.
Norman's
nice.
just out.
You're back,
Oh,
yeah.
Norman's back. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you know, and if they
yeah.
don't come, we can like waggle one of their eggs in front of us to like lure them.
Yeah,
down.
come on.
okay.
I
what
will
is
say
your-
Faldo is limited utility. I'm out of range weapons. I do have. I have bless. I have a cure light wounds and a sanctuary, so I can be back into support. Who is going to take that front line to do some damage and wants bless? Basically, is what I'm saying.
Not it.
The sergeant, possibly.
Yeah,
It might well be the sergeant.
I would bless the sergeant. Yeah.
Um,
Bless you, sergeant.
I mean, Jaitamar is literally maybe Jaitamar, because Jaitamar is currently strength 18 and has 33 hit points left. So
Yeah, that's fair.
maybe that.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
Jaitamar then.
Yeah. Yeah. Quintus will also, I don't know exactly, Quintus will also have at least Horizon left, I guess. So does. That is one thing, is you don't need it anymore because cell adjustment is about to trigger. But like, you can, Horizon is 1 hit point, remember, if you wanted to be. It can also detect magic and stuff. So.
So what's cell adjustment going to do, sorry?
Adriad sustains it, which at this point he spent like 15. And he probably has like another 10 at least, so he can sustain it for a couple of rounds. But he can then just cure hit points on Unu.
Right. Okay.
So that's what he's going to do. I think it's the plan. Okay. Unu is over in the corner with Adriad now. How does that look then?
Yeah.
Can I? Hint. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting echo off myself, by the way, which might. I don't know if that's just me. Yeah, myself.
I'm not hearing an echo.
Okay. Cool.
So the stream won't be getting an echo either.
Yeah. So Jaitamar is under, and Bless is 1 round.
Bless is bear with me. Bless is comes up in 1 round. Duration is 6 rounds.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so as you're doing this, you will hear 3 CRW left. Okay, yeah. So Quintus has 3 cures plus Orison, and I guess you've got Orison too, Balic.
Bless actually is an AOE. Sorry, I assumed it was a.
Oh yes, it is. Is it target? What's the area of effect?
50-foot cube.
Oh wow.
Pretty
So
great. Bless
in
you
that
all.
case, you can basically get everyone.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that one. I'll just remove this tint colour. None. Cool. Okay, so everyone is under Bless. You also hear someone you hear something coming up the corridor. Like, yeah, I presume there is something coming up the corridor.
The one to the west, to the left, right? Like the one where
to your left, not behind you, not by the food. Okay. The food is currently fired off, and there was a lot of oil. It will burn for some time. You presume. Yeah. These just have to drop. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Maybe we could
hear something.
Edge into the passage a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my suggestion. I'm not at the front line, so I'm not dictating that. But move in a little bit to meet them. Make sure we control the choke point.
Yeah. Oh, the sergeant can use swords. Do you want him to use your magical metal sword?
If nobody else is using it, then yes.
Yeah. Unu could use it, but Unu is taking first aid.
Yeah.
We make clear to him as we hand it over, this is a rental sword.
Yeah. Cool. Norman, do you want to roll your side's initiative? I get a 9.
Mm-hmm. I could beat that.
Wrecked.
Okay.
I mean, the last 2 people who wielded that sword died. You might not want to keep it.
He starts mumbling, it's cursed. Okay, so the soldier will come forward. The sergeant will go first because he's speed 4. And that is he's under Bless. Is Bless +1?
+1, yeah. Got a magic sword, so that's another +1, yeah.
Yeah, +2, 16, Thaco 19, AC 3. That is, I think, D12 +1. First blood. As he comes in. 3. 4. Does Bless give damage bonus as well?
With it,
I don't think so. I think it's
no
attack and save.
Yeah, it raises their attack dice rolls by +1. I actually don't necessarily think it even affects saving.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have been looking at the wrong version.
Good morale.
So,
Oh no, sorry, and friendly saving rolls, yeah.
yeah, there we go. Okay, he attacks the sergeant and wounds the sergeant. I guess, yeah. At this point, other people can just go at will. I'm trying to think. Probably the archers will struggle, but Quintus and Nasir can fire. I'll sort out what Adrad is doing. Nuna won't be able to see. But yeah, if someone wants to roll for the heavy infantryman with spears.
Quintus has
Someone
stepped off for just now, so you might have to roll for him. Yeah.
I'll roll his.
Well, I rolled an 18 for a spear.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I rolled an 18 for a spear.
Nice.
Those are both going to hit. So yeah, those are both D6 plus 0. Those are both 19s as well, of course. If you think about it.
Oh,
they are.
great roll.
You beat
I'm
me.
gonna play spearman next time.
Great rolls. Great work, guys.
Yeah. I mean, given that I'm making a halfling fighter thief at the moment, specialising in throwing spears and things. This was promising.
We found a new party. Adrad will heal you for 4, Uni. I will just adjust that on your thing because we actually do have the. I don't know how many hit points you meant to have, but there we go. 4 out of X. You are walking. He will drop stellar adjustment probably so that he can keep it because he'll have recovered enough if he waits a few rounds. So he might be able to heal one more person at some point before he's flat because he has like 5 left plus like 2 around or 1 around or whatever it is. Sit still.
Okay.
Does someone roll for Tom? Do you want to roll for Jaitamar?
I'll roll the d20.
We don't have die. Yeah, this is the thing. You were saying that. Oh no, that's not going to hit. Because that will be like plus. That'll be plus 5 or something. That's still 11.
What a waste.
Yeah. That's still like 11, so it's not. Yep. And I guess the Quintus can fire again. And we'll miss. The sergeant will be able to attack twice next turn if he survives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Quintus could step forward. Actually, could swap and cure like wounds and an initiative. Basically, I guess that's a possibility.
I actually have an extra kill like wound, so rather than assuming that for Quintus, I'll do that next round.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you're swapping with a spearman. You drop 1 spear attack and heal.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. In that case, Andrew, do you want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Wow, you win.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, Longsword 1 misses. Longsword 2 is happening on his initiative, but you're going to be able to cure him first because he's going. You're going at 5. Oh, so no, in fact, he's going at 13. So yeah, both Longsword attacks. Do you want to make your
2 hit points? Alright.
I think, alas, that is going to. The magic sword misses because he'll be at +3 or something.
Is that?
Yeah,
with the bless and everything, yeah.
So bless, specialization, magic weapon. Yeah. If you want to make cure light wounds.
That was 2. 2 on the kill light wounds.
Okay.
Who's curing?
Extra.
Who's being cured?
I'm curing the sergeant.
Okay, right.
Essentially attempting to keep him in the fight.
Not that he's earned it.
I mean, he hit it for damage, which is something more than some characters can claim.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
I guess Norman and Andrew.
Just based on 1 round.
Andrew, do you want to roll for Jaitamar? Norman, do you want to roll for a spearman? Because 1 spearman has actually treated.
For Jaitamar.
That's going to hit.
14.
Okay.
AC. No, Norman.
And
4
plus
plus
adjustments.
+3. for his strength. So that's going to be 7, isn't it? Yeah, this guy is actually fairly messed up. I think he's just struggling with... I guess if Nasir attacks, he will miss. I guess Quintus will attack when someone steps back and will hit. Yeah, so you'll actually hit Jaitamar. You're now static in combat, there's no movement, so Jaitamar takes 2 damage. Quintus, I think, will take the risk of firing again, and that's 14. He's like 18 or something, I think. So no, that I'm gonna miss them. That's fine. Okay. Round 3. I should say, is Nuna doing it? Obviously, Nuna can't see, but does Nuna want to do anything else? I don't know if she has any kind of funky utilities.
I mean, she does, but things are going okay right now.
Yeah,
she's
like,
pocket.
I have power, but I may want to flee before I use it. She says.
Yeah. My power is teleport. I don't want to use up all my points. But I'll just keep an eye to the rear. Yep.
Yeah. You're sort of just taking control of the rear guard.
Yeah.
Unu, the wizard with cantrip. No, so to be fair, Adred has cantrip and 1 detect magic and Raven Feebleman, which is good. But that is still, I guess, theoretically for the queen if you go that way. And the porters, this is Nuna's regiment.
First light porters.
I mean, I don't know if we have enough people left to make a charge on the queen, honestly, but
Norman, roll initiative. I roll an 8, so you got a chance here.
I can do a 9.
I can do an 11 on a D10. So yeah, everything's going first because your slowest attack is 1 slower than it, and you have an advantage 2. So I guess roll whoever you've been rolling. Faldo, are you swapping out with that spearman now, or are you yourself attacking?
I only have a sickle, so I assume I'm not in range because I'm not in the front line. I don't really want to be in the front line, so I'm just going to back off and get ready to cast Sanctuary if I really need to.
Yes.
Yep.
Spearman hit for 1 point of damage.
Tom, do you want to roll for Jaitamar instead then?
Sure.
One thing is he will have an absolute ton of PSPs, so his body adjustment will just be like...
Well, I guess Jaitamar has got 18 strength, is like 17 or something with that, yeah.
Plus bless, 18, plus Thacko improvement, 19.
Yeah.
That's 19 equivalent. In second edition, Thacko functionally works. If you want to see it as a plus, Thacko functionally works as a plus.
Yeah.
Whereas in third edition, you compare it to the table. So you can't do the maths like that.
Yeah.
But you can in second.
What's the damage?
It's actually something I like. It is going to be D6 plus 3. It controversial is something I quite like. Like as I prefer the single line Thacko table. Not like
because you're not locked to it being a flat bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, not from a nerdy perspective. I'm like, I quite like the 1E tables. I actually think they're really beautiful.
But just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's just that you're like, I don't actually have to look at anything.
Yeah.
Basically, it is a laziness thing. Wow.
1 damage. Hooray.
That's 7 damage though with Jaitamar, though, isn't it? It's got strength 18.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, it's not 7 damage. It's 4 damage, isn't it? Plus 3 damage for strength 18?
No, it is 4. I only added 4. My mistake. As in, he was on 23. I added 4 because it's plus 3 damage.
Yeah.
I guess the swordsman will miss. Andrew, do you want to roll for the second spearman before we start risking people firing again into close combat?
I mean, that's not going to do anything.
Nope. Do you want to have your guys fire into close combat? Someone drops back and then the other people fire, or what? Do you want Quintus and Nasir to fire?
Do it.
Okay. Nasir is going to hit. Let's see. It's a 1 in 3 chance of it hitting Jaitamar because I'm assuming the sergeant will drop back. It does not hit Jaitamar, so it's a single hit. For granted, this guy only has 30 hit points. But,
we've done so many tick damages, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Given my damage has been good and your damage has been bad. Okay, Quintus, attack 1. Quintus, attack 2. Let's see if it hits dice mark. It does not. I think Quintus may just have this. Yeah, Quintus finishes it off.
Oh.
There we go.
And I guess there's a reason that slings are cheap.
Yeah. Well, it's in. I think in like a normal setting, d6 plus 1 damage in some cases with a metal bullet. Albeit Roth 1 is pretty good for a very cheap weapon, and as a secondary weapon, like, and if you're a halfling, you're at +1 to it as well. I think if you're a so that there's a reason to take it as either as a halfling thief or as a secondary weapon because it's cheap. And lots of classes can take it, like priests can take it, whereas they can't take bows unless they're specialists. But like, yeah, I think in this context where you're using usually stones, it's marginal because you're doing 2 damage basically on average. 2.5 damage. Okay, so there you go. We should finish in a second. It looks like we have. If it is our final normal session of Dark Sun, I mean, as in we can go on as long as we need to, but we're planning for at least 1 or 2 more. It sounds like you've got to work out what to do with that. What to do with this situation? Do you try to do something and clear out the remainder? By the way, Tom, do you have?
We've killed 2 workers out of the or not?
No,
workers, 2 warriors.
2 soldiers. But
and there's like
not spitters.
You killed 2 soldiers and you bloodied 3 of the soldiers.
It's the
as in you can see their health bars. They're very badly injured. There's a lot of damage down there. Tom, do you have a record of how much oil you bought, by the way?
I do not. I'm afraid. I don't think I put that on the caravan because it was like combat stuff. And it wasn't my idea to buy the oil, so I don't think I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Alex will have a record, I imagine, but Alex isn't here, so.
Isn't here, we didn't manage to kill his character though. We killed Simon's. So
we got one.
Yeah.
Okay, we will leave that there then. It is our finishing time. We'll be back on in 2 weeks, and I guess we'll talk on chat about what we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Because if we decide before the session, that saves 10 minutes at the start of the session being like, what do we want to do again? Yeah, cool. Okay, I will end the stream there.
Excellent session, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was good.